If you tuned in last week, you saw we spent our time in Seattle between ongoing boat jobs. We're still on Harbor Island in Seattle, the biggest man-made island in the US.
So much stuff always. We're just going up to the mountains to hike, but yeah, we got some extra clothes with us depending on how the weather is. We're gonna hike to the Franklin Falls. It's a waterfall, quite big one, and during winter it freezes. It was our patron Diana who invited us to come along with her and her daughter Hannah.
We can drive up, and if there's nowhere to park, we can turn around.
Yep. Oh, there's not a lot of waterfall that freezes, but this one does. Franklin Falls. And you call it icicles?
Yeah.
Icicles. Is that the spikes?
Mm-hmm.
Learned a new word. Putting on the micro spikes.
Yes!
And how does it feel?
You have a good grip.
Franklin Falls is just about an hour east of Seattle. There are so many hiking trails in the Seattle area during all seasons of the year.
I can't get up because I must not touch the snow that fast.
It's just so nice here. Feels great to come off the boat for a while. Get out in the nature, walking. Been having a cabin fever on the boat now for the last couple of weeks. Just staying at the boat, working inside, so this is really nice.
Oh.
Because of all the snow, the road leading to the trail was closed, so the hike ended up being a bit longer. After an hour and a half, we reached the waterfall.
So now we're by the Franklin Falls. Pretty impressive. And on the sides it has frozen, so we have all the icicles, that's what it's called, istappar. But the waterfall is still running full water, full power. Oh, it was a good hike here.
That's beautiful.
After some revitalizing hot chocolate and taking in the surroundings, we hiked the 7 kilometers back to the car.
So we're going to have the cherry pie from the Twin Peaks cafe from the series. Do you remember it, Molly?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
It felt like walking into an episode of Twin Peaks. It looked exactly the same, and it was so much fun to see some behind-the-scenes photos.
That's definitely your handwriting.
it's hot.
It's warm.
Was it good?
Good coffee.
Yeah, it was damn fine.
After a delicious lunch and dessert, we got to see the Snoqualmie Falls up front, the waterfall that is starring in Twin Peaks. So the Snoqualmie Falls has a 270-foot drop-off, so that's around 90 meters. So it's pretty high. I don't think I wouldn't jump that. I don't think you can. I don't think you would survive.
The engine overhaul was done, and Ron was now ready for haul out, so we spent our last night on the Duwamish River. We're leaving Harbor Island, heading into the city, and going to haul out tomorrow at Lake Union. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this, get the boat ready to go again.
Bye-bye, Harbor Island. Feels good to be on the move again. Now we're gonna call the bridge the Spokane Swing Bridge, so they'll open it for us. Think they heard us?
Probably.
One long and one short.
Jag tror inte de har hört så jag ska ner. They did hear us.
The peace and calm didn't last long, unfortunately, as we got engine problems right as the bridge started to open. Nej.
Yeah, that got your blood running for a bit. Just departed the dock. 5 minutes later, going through the bridge, and the counter nut for the throttle cable fell off. So when I put it in gear, nothing happened. I mean, the gearbox engaged, but I couldn't throttle up. So I had to stand down below, keeping the revs up while Malin was out here steering, taking us through the bridge. Then, yeah, we could fix it. It's just so typical. Oh. Oof. It's really cold in the wind today. We have around 8 nautical miles to go today, and we're going to go through the Ballard locks into Lake Union, and we're going to haul out at a place called Caesar Marine.
About 2 nautical miles we'll be in front of the locks, and they're called Ballard locks. They were built for over 100 years ago. So we'll go into Lake Union, and the elevation difference that they will now travel up, it's 26 feet. And I'm pretty sure that we will go through the small locks. So then we'll go and we'll dock on our port side, and there is a moving wall. So the wall moves with us going up, which is easier. In the big locks, you have to do it with like giving slack and pull on the line, like we did in the Panama Canal. So it's pretty straightforward, and like it's busiest during the summer when all the leisure boats are going in and out from the lake, because there are a lot of marinas on the lake. And let's see here, we have a meeting sailboat ahead of us. But there's over 50,000 vessels that go through the locks every year.
It's the bridge outside the locks, correct?
Yes, bridge 4.
It was best to use the horn again. It was, I think there are so many operating on channel 13, and we didn't really know what the name of the bridge was, but it was Railroad Bridge 4. But they're sitting in there, so now we're going through.
Yes.
Och det är grönt, vi ska in direkt.
Okay. Despite the quite high vertical travel, these locks are probably the easiest we've gone through, thanks to the moving walls.
Now that went well. So really fast, the locks.
We're going to haul out already today. That's good. All the barnacles have died off in this brackish water or sweet water on the river at Harbour Island.
A few weeks before our haul out, we found out that we weren't allowed to do the bottom job ourselves at CSR Marine due to new environmental regulations. But thanks to our patron Kenneth, who wanted to help us with the cost, we were able to do the job as planned and not having to move somewhere else. So our little girl is on the hard after a year and a half. Over there is Ron. We can see, I see the mast and I see the dinghy on the deck. I don't see the rest. So over there is Caesar, the boatyard where Ron is right now. And this is where we are staying. So it's just maybe 100 meters across the Lake Union, the lake here. It's more like a canal here. This is Salmon Bay Marina and we are staying on Kenneth's boat. So they're letting us use their boat as a base while we're doing all the work on Ron, which has made it so much easier to get things done on the boat. I mean, when we don't have to tidy everything up every day to be able to live there, we get so much more things done. It's easier to work. And Nostra Casa, which is the name of the boat here, it's a very nice boat. So we're living a bit of a luxurious life for us, for our measurements.
Nostra Casa is a Puget Trawler 44 from the late 70s. Kenneth has restored and upgraded it beautifully, making it look brand new.
It was such a treat to cook in a big galley like this one, with a lot of room and space.
So we're taking out the chain locker again. I have made some markings here where we're going to put some ice so we can bolt it in place instead of welding it in place, so we can remove it in the future. So now we take it out again and take it over to Hatton, the welding shop over here. And yeah, so they're going to weld some ice here and also down at the bottom. There'll be 4 points where it's bolted in.
Since the boatyard was going to take care of the bottom job, we could focus on other things that needed to be done on the boat.
So we got the chain locker back as well. Oi, almost fell. They have attached these, 4 of them, too small here. And we're gonna make hole in these and mount it fixed in the boat. That's the plan. So we did this instead of welding the whole chain locker in place, because this way we'll be able to take it out if we need to, or do anything, or get access to underneath where the chain lock stands. So it looks very good. It's a very sturdy piece, a bit thicker aluminium that we thought, or that we really wanted, but it's fine. It will be a little bit heavier though, but yeah. So that's the next project, to put this in place.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. If you'd like to support our production, you can do so by becoming a patron or donating through PayPal. See you next week.